This is Debasish Mukherjee and I'm a multidisciplinary artist based out of Delhi. So music has a great impact in my work and I think it all came from Banaras. I went to BHU in the year 1990. Being in BHU, I would say that we used to go for our daily drawings to Ghat. And Bismillah Khan is to practice early morning in one of the ghats. So it was very beautiful. I have lovely memories of Banaras. What is memory? You know, history is also part of memory. So to me, who I am, who my father was, who my grandfather was, so I think, you know, this whole thing, remembering past is history and history is part of memory. So I think they are very, very closely associated with each other. So the stacked fabric work is basically a homage to my ancestors. So, you know, I have a very distinct memory of my grandmother. Whenever I would walk into her room, you know, she used to wear only white sarees because she was a widow, and she had very sophisticated sensibility of textile. So she would have dhakai, she would have malmal, she would have chicken curry, but everything in white. So this layered stack of her sarees always I found very fascinating, and that came back when I was thinking about portrait of ancestors. So 22 Moons is also very, very close to my heart because that kind of talks about the 22 years I spent in Bihar. Very interesting is that the shape of it. My father was working with railway and he would work in the steam engine. You know, I decided about the shape from that. So I think medium comes naturally to me because I do, you know, a lot of writing. What we plan, I think, you know, only 20% eventually, you know, gets translated into art. The rest 80%, you know, remains in your landscape of your memory. The work Landscape of Memory, they were changing portrait. We were doing a group show at Kolkata Partition Museum. I feel displacement is very, very important part of partition. So when I look at displacement, I do add my own personal experience or memories and how I lost my home. But actually much later I realized that home was actually nobody's home because it was a lot of people lived before, a lot of people lived after. When I'm in a studio, it's more like a laboratory where you speak to yourself, you know, you discuss, and it's a very meditative space. I'm not a person who is doing, you know, drawing every day or, you know, going on doing producing work. No, I think more. I would say I'm more a cerebral artist. So a lot of back and forth happens that is very internal. I think it's very, very personal space, but the space I enjoy the most.